Now this, you're playing the 3rd fret on the G string, and then you're alternating with the open D. That's the high D, not the low D. You do that 4 times, and then you do the same thing but with the 2nd fret on the G string. Okay. Next up's the chorus. So the chords to the chorus, you got this part. So if this bit's not too hard, it's mainly just a couple of power chords really. The first one, you're barring on the 5th fret on the D, the low D, and the A, and it's kind of optional, but you can do the high D as well if you want to. The first pick is an accent, so you're hitting a bit harder, and then the others are palm muted. Then you go to this chord here. This is a C minor. So the C minor shape, if you don't know that, that's 3rd fret A string, and then your 3rd finger that plays the 5th fret on the D string, and your little finger plays 5th fret G string, and then your 2nd finger plays 4th fret B string, and those notes make a C minor chord. Okay, so you're just strumming those pretty quick by now, but you know, you work on your wrist, it's good for you. So. Then you go to the 3rd fret power chord on the D, A and D strings. Same thing as before, one accent and the other notes are palm muted. And then this chord, which is a normal power chord shape on the 1st fret of the A string. So this is going to be 1st fret A string, 3rd fret on the D string, and 3rd fret on the G string. And those 4 chords make the main part of the chorus. So I'll play that for you one more time. Then you've got these single notes. This bit's pretty simple. We're going to move up chromatically on the D strings. We're going to start from the 1st fret. Just pick them all 8 times. You go 1st fret, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. That's it, pretty simple, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you have these 3 chords at the end. So you get, well, actually these are single notes still. You've got 4 picks on each of these. 1st fret D string and 3rd fret. So, and then you play that 1st fret power chord on the A string we were just using. That was 1 on the A, 3 on the D string, 3 on the G string. So, then you hold that, slide up and make some noise. You'll hear sort of the sort of thing that's on the record, but you slide up, when you come back down it's back into the main riff. So that bit, everything we just did repeated after that. So you do the main riff again, you do the pre-chorus again, and all the chorus we just did. So I'll play the last bit of the chorus for you again. This is the single note part. Okay, and so on. After you've done that whole lump 2 times, you have an interlude section in the middle, and then you come back in and you play the chorus again, you play the main riff again, you play the pre-chorus again, the chorus again. So basically it's the whole lump of what we've done so far. And then you've got this really cool riff on the end. There's 2 variations of it. This is the first part, it goes like this. Okay, and then there's like kind of a meatier version, which is the very end of the song, the last few seconds goes like that, okay? So the first version, the single note one, goes. So you got 5th fret on the low D string. You pick that twice, and then you go to the 8th fret on the A string with your little finger. Then back to the 5th fret. When you go back to 5, you pick that twice. Then you've got this, which is 7th fret A string, 5 on the D string, 7th fret A string. So that whole thing slowly. And then you do basically the same rhythm, but with a couple of different notes on the A string. You go. So this time it goes 5, 5, 6 on the A string, 5, 5, and then 5th fret A string, 5th fret D string, and 5th fret A string. Okay, so for that last part, either use 2 separate fingers, like this, or do like, well, what I refer to as a rolling bar. Like you're barring with one finger, but you're rolling the pressure so you don't sound both notes at the same time. It's a really useful skill if you don't use it already. So the whole thing slowly. That whole thing's played 4 times. And you just carry on doing that. Then it goes into the heavier sort of section. Right, now this is very, very similar. The only differences are, you palm mute on the low note, this one, and where you have the notes in the A string, you now bar, so you get the A and the D strings together. So where you had just the 8th fret on the A string, you now have 8 on the A and the D string. So it goes. Okay, so they're all bars. You get that. So if you don't know the frets, like, you need to go back and just look at the other parts. It's exactly the same. You just need to bar those fingers so you get the D and the A strings at the same time. Sounds really cool, the last riff. Yeah, that's a good one to learn, and then try and practice with the record. If you don't have it, you should go out and get it because it's good. Been a Muse fan for a long time, and they're great songs. I really rate them as a band. I think they're very original. So yeah, hopefully you can pick up some stuff from that, and if you have any problems with it, you're welcome to drop me a line and I'll do my best to help you. But good luck with that one. It's a real kick-ass tune.